Relax, I know you've never been this high before. The stars and the moons and the constellations. Let's leave this world and take a trip. But don't let anybody say you're wrong for taking a lift. Come fly with me. Ooh. We can't look back, let's all just drift away. Come fly with me. Ooh. Safe from the storm, the galaxy's where we'll stay. We're on that coaster now. Oh, it's such a feeling letting go somehow. Simultaneous being, we're a line miles from where we used to be. Feeling supernatural. Light from the quasars lead us to a next destination. Eyes closed as we drift off in meditation. We're way out past intergalactic. I don't think we're coming back. Come fly with me. Ooh. We can't look back. Let's all just drift away. Come fly with me. Ooh. Safe from the storm, the galaxy is where we'll stay.
Is that a joint?
Come fly with me. Ooh. We can't look back. Let's all just drift away. Come fly with me. Ooh. Safe from the storm, the galaxy is where we'll stay.
Hey, traders, welcome to episode 681 of the show. You could be doing anything and you're here. That's awesome. What else is here? Altcoins. Is it altcoin season? I don't know, man. Probably not yet. Just think about you're only just making common retraces. You did correct, right? You had the big run up all this year, and since June you've been correcting. And now maybe, we don't know yet, but
have a great show. Kings.
Claudio, man, thanks for the one Ethereum Classic, the cryptocurrency contribution, man. Thank you, dude. Wow. Altcoins, man. He's tipping in altcoins when before it was cool. Thank you, dude. So, we're going to try to have a good show, man. I mean, who's stealing the show? XLM's kind of stealing it today. I feel kind of bad. I looked at it, but now it's up even more, man. I mean, just Bitcoin's still inside the channel, right? But, dude, XLM 33.9%, man. It broke a downsloping resistance. Who could believe it, dude? All right. 1272 fib extension right around that area, right? Spring to the upside. You fell below critical supports. It looked like you were all but dead. But again, it's the whole XABCD thing, right? Where 113%, 1272. It could have gone to the 1414, 1618, but you can see beautiful break. At one time, XLM was 5.7 cents, now 8.481 cents, almost 8.5 cents. All right, so that's good, right? I mean, you were range bound kind of. You fell below it, back tested it, kept selling off. But when you kept selling off, what was it going on? More and more divergence occurred. If you even look, man, I'm scaling in hard. Low, look, it's like one low, another low, another low, another low. Actually, another slightly lower low on the 6th. And then you made a slightly lower low on XLM. And what was it that came in at the end, chat, that's been happening to Ethereum, XRP, and others? Low, slightly lower low on the daily, higher levels of relative strength after you'd shown stupid amounts of divergence on the MACD. It came in on the RSI. Wow. And here you have it, performing brilliantly right after the exhaustion. The real end of the exhaustion set in, popped. Look at the volume that came in with it too. Wonderful. So you just gotta think, man, where do you fib? I mean, should we just fib? Probably not from the wick, but maybe just from where we anchored, where it made way more sense. That's crazy emotional wick right there. You can see multiple wicks here. Just being conservative on your Fibonacci, right? High to low. I mean, nearing the 382. You're hitting the beginning of the golden zone soon, right? So 9 cents was that area. You're almost there, but 10.123 cents, 11.159 cents. Those are areas where you might reverse to the downside again. All right. Going up to the 886 is the high point of A from April 1st, actually 9th or something. All right. So yeah, more upside potential, but just gotta know that this is the highest level we've seen on the RSI on the daily for XLM, the US dollar tether ever. But obviously, there's way more data on other charts. I know that, but it's still significant, and it's 77.84. We've seen RSIs go to nearly 90 on the daily on some assets in crypto. So it may not be over, but maybe on other time scales, you got to pull back a little bit before you can run again. All right, so that might all happen intraday. Beautiful, man. Hype in the chat for XLM up 30+% on the day. Beautiful. Monero already broke out, Graham. Broke out last night. Echo is growing on you, Wayne Batson, man. Excellent. Okay, so we can go to the bigger ones. All right. So We already looked at all these in the static video I did today anyway. If you missed it, well, shame on you. Okay, but same stuff, right, that occurred here occurred on XLM. This is, I mean, is this technically ahead of XLM now? It only took XLM a day or less to pump up to near the 382. It pretty much caught up with Ethereum in 2 candles, where it took this over a week from the breakout to run to nearly the 382. Same spot, from the high point to low point. Man. Beautiful, right? Just barely overbought, just right at 70. Perfect. You know, could go higher. You know, when it gets overbought, it sometimes gets way overbought. But in time, your targets, they've been your targets before this breakout. 245, 269. That's it. Still just hanging on. Waiting for profit taking levels to occur. All right. I mean, it's just like on XRP, man, you know, there was the 4-hour bullish Gartley. Then there was 4-hour bullish divergence, Class B, triple divergence. And then the daily. The daily was showing divergence as well. Divergence and then tail end divergence. And then, I mean, at extremely important levels. How in the world can you break supports like this after losing over half your value in a 2-month period with divergence? It's just, right? How can you do it? Like Bitcoin would have to crash for the divergence to not play out, which is something we discussed, but it never happened. Bitcoin never crashed, and these alts were given time, and they have run. Think about it, you know, like that Bitcoin dominance keeps running on up, man. These S coins, altcoins become more and more illiquid. What does that mean? It's much easier to move the meter on these assets. And it looks like someone has moved those meters. Maybe it was with that 94,000 Bitcoin, right? That was the theory. Looks like it might be holding up. Holy crap. Good stuff, man. You just can't say that these alts weren't screaming that this was looking like it could happen. If you watch any of the streams for the past 2 weeks, that's been the consensus. If you watch someone else saying that they have no idea how this happened, this wasn't expected, they have no idea what they're doing. Okay, have no idea how to read charts. All right. Crazy that someone would actually say that this wasn't seen coming. Crazy, dude. Breakout. Broke out on the 15th. Since the breakout, you're up nearly $9. Could go higher. You are overbought just a little bit on the 4-hour, 74.41, but we've seen it go higher before. Always pull back to back test that 72.50 area. That hasn't, maybe it did. Yeah, it did. Look, break, hook, 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 and then go. A bullish engulfing candle. Beautiful.
Rugby World Cup starts tomorrow. Go All Blacks.
Is that a...
I'll give you his data because you said you tipped 419 and not 420. Thank you so much, 06. Well, good luck to your team. I hope they win, man. Thank you, dude. Bat connect in the jar. It was, Graham. It was perfect. Now, you know, Litecoin wasn't as perfect. Log scale, you know, but dude, I'm just saying, I think looking at linear here was really what helped you identify a breakout. And there were opportunities to get in on the breakout with a stop loss below the lowest low from August 30th. That's insanely important. You break that, you go to 150, or I'm sorry, not 150, 50. I think Ethereum. So yeah, dude, you held that. You sprung and then back tested the spring. That's exactly what Monero did recently, and Monero's just now beginning to break out. But remember, with all this euphoria, the happiness, You know, is this people's guards going down? Because many people say that Bitcoin's still in that descending triangle and could dump. And if Bitcoin does dump, I'm not saying it will happen, but if it does, you got to think that there's a high probability these alts will get demolished with Bitcoin, right? You just got to be aware, right? That's Litecoin, dude. See at 94 to 114 in time if Bitcoin doesn't crash, all right? All right, so hold on a sec. I'm gonna squash something. Like I have to do every day now with the Streamlabs crap. It's like title rape. It tries to rape my title. It's like against my will. I don't want it to post in my description, and it does anyway. So that's, I think, bull crap. Okay, I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. And thanks for the 409 people tuned in. And wow, thanks for the 89 likes already, man. Y'all amazing. Okay, so that's not the one. Oh, okay, let's just go to the ones I did in the video then. Let's look at Monero. Go back to it anyway. It's up even more right now. It's pumping as we speak, chat. $82. If you were in the stream, the day stream yesterday, you probably got a chance on this. Like, people were like, oh, things had already broken out or were already running. And then, like, someone literally asked, what is good? What is a good buy? Something that, could still be good. And I literally brought this up. We analyzed it. And now, look at we were at like $74 during this analysis yesterday, and now it broke it, held it actually. Wow, man. Break, hook, and go. Right, you broke out, you back tested the trend line of support, kind of a bearish engulfing, just indecision candle. It wasn't a very big candle, right? And now we're engulfing and we're running right now, chat. Okay. That one could say that at 86.92, that's where we could reverse our price action downside. I think that's a very real possibility. But from a trader perspective, from a breakout buy, I don't know if there's enough reward there to justify the risk one would take. But I don't even know. I think one would probably just want to have their stop loss below 68.95, not really down here, because right, that's the previous low, not this one. So, and you can have your stop tight enough to where, maybe one could take profit at the 302 if they really want it. But I think the big profit taking level is 93.46, probably 99.50, maybe not 100 because of the psychological. Maybe everyone's got sell orders there. And then, maybe a third target is like 109.33, right? So, fan-freaking-tastic.
Oh, would you look at this?
Beautiful, man. Very beautiful. All right, so maybe it's time I can look at some chats. Is chat dead today, alive today? Does someone actually want to be the hype king? I don't know. Any one of y'all that's not a wrench can be a hype king. It's once a week, but it's an eternal title in Discord. What happened to the beats? What happened to your ears, man? I see the beats are going. I can hear them on my side. I look defeated. I don't even understand some of these comments already. Chat, I look defeated. What does that even mean? I mean, I think this was probably when I was looking down at my, like I was writing, like the date, the day-night stream, and then the number of the episode. I do that before I go like live, and I guess I look sad when I do that. Thanks, dude. No, I feel great, man. I feel awesome. I mean, like, are you kidding? So, Mr. Lodick, Julia, True Stoner. What's up, step boy?
Hell yeah, brother.
Yes. Yes, Stealth Boy. Heck yeah, indeed, dude. Thank you for the 3 contribution, not super chat, because we've gotten rid of super chat because it's a ripoff. It's a literal ripoff. So if you want to tip me, the way to do it where YouTube doesn't take 30% is in the description below. So, hey, product guitars, man.
The number of people driving in Louisiana and Mississippi who do not understand that the left lane is for passing only is absolutely aggravating. Sigh. Okay, I feel a little better now.
Thanks, product guitars. He's coming up for some music festival in Atlanta. He's coming through Birmingham. We're probably gonna get a drink or two tonight or something before he heads to Atlanta, but just to catch up, because we hung out in Austin and all that. Thanks, Product Arch, for the Golden Retrace contribution. 618. Be careful. See, look at that. He's putting his life on the line to tip me, because I know it's less convenient to use Stream Elements, right? Hey, hold on. What? Dash? I don't know why I just pulled up a random chart on Dash accidentally. It was the wrong one. But I somehow had the weekly up because I was looking at something, an asset on the stock market earlier. What? There we go. Dude, are you kidding? Potential higher low double bottom. And it's not much data, right? I know there's way more data, and I think there's more at play here. And we've already analyzed it, but dude, just looking at it like, hey, I'm just looking at a random asset here that's been obliterated, that's lost its soul. All right, think about it. A low on price, no negative Momo. A higher low on price, negative Momo. What is that? That's pretty much, in a way, hidden bullish divergence. And then you have a low on price, a slightly higher low, higher levels relative strength, bullish convergence. This is the weekly time scale on Dash. So what does that tell you? I mean, it's like just a potential pattern. Hey, it's like a scan in the markets for anything, right? Like we were doing, the past couple weeks, like live anyway. I mean, is that real life? Am I crazy here? The upside potential, 215 or 210 is the neckline of the double bottom. I mean, again, a weekly time scale. So this could take literally like 3 months to play out if it ever did. I mean, think about from December to June. That's how long it took us to rally from $60 to, again, $200+. So just something that I don't know why I had it up. Again, I was going to look at it, then it was like, oops, wrong ticker. And then I just looked back at it and then boom. Interesting on Dash on the weekly. You got to think, I don't know, man, because it's like the weekly time scale on altcoins. You think there's so many variables that exist that could derail this with Bitcoin and all that, but you just got to be intrigued at least with a significant, very significant time scale. Cool, dude. Dang, man, hold on. All right. How will Google survive without their 30%? They'll be just fine, Desynced. Okay. Oh, Graham, thanks for saying I look healthy and not defeated. And own my show. Thank you, Graham, man. With my beard? I don't have a beard. Oh, I look nice with my beard, not without. Someone recently told me I look better with a beard than without it, but it's like, dang, dude, I don't know. It just gets annoying. It's as annoying. It's actually, once the beard actually really all comes in, it's more upkeep than shaving. So. 06, what does a break, hook, and go mean? Thought we explained it, but I guess I can do it again for you. And I've done it recently. I don't even know. I stream a lot, I guess. So there are 3 types of confirmations, really. One confirmation is a break of a trend line and then a candle close. That's a form of confirmation. Another form of confirmation is when you break and have a candle close, and then one of your next candles, or a few candles, back tests the trend line that you broke, that was once a resistance, then became support. That's another form, right? Stronger than just a candle by itself breaking out and closing. Your third, most complex and most reliable form of confirmation is the break, hook, and go, where you break out, you then back test, and then eventually you bullishly engulf. Break, hook, and go. Go is the bullish and golden candle. Get it? Does that make sense? 06 chat? Anyone at all? Okay. What's up, Eli, Ron Nichols, Lee Plott? Oh, Jim Jones is here, man. What's up, dude? Or, Dave Jones, we know him. We'll get. I mean, Neo's pumping. It's over $10 now. I mean, it hit the 1272 one time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. The 1272 beginning the PCZ, bullish divergence was occurring. Class B divergence, like low, same lows, higher lows, roll to strength on the 4 hour. But it was really the daily that was so telling. And with this, eventually just broke out, downswing resistance. That's what it's for. Soon approaching first target 1061 from the breakout, really from the PCZ, right? If someone entered there, they're looking for B 1060, they're looking for C 1260, if they're looking for A 1390. All right, ban freaking tactical, man. Beautiful. Just a big green candle. It's almost, if it closed right now, it'd be a bullish Mara Bazoo. Eric, thanks for the sub, man. Welcome. If you're enjoying this live stream, enjoying this education on Break, Hook, and Goes, watching these breakouts, and us showing reasons why they're breaking out, and you know that if you were watching, you were not new, that this was the consensus as it was before any of this happened. All right, so if you're enjoying that, like button, bell, sub, type in chat. All right, for these alts, beautiful, man. Very, very good. Cardano up 11.38% since hitting that, well, I mean today, but it's up definitely around 20% since it hit the entry of the very large bullish cipher, falling wedge, daily bullish divergence on both oscillators, and you probably got the same type of divergence on the 4 hour that you did on XRP, which was even stronger of a reason why this might break out, and it did. Really nice measure move of the falling wedge. If you're playing really conservative, 6.079 cents. Getting there, not quite there yet. You want to keep it more simple, fine. There it is. That was the entry. Wow. What's up, Dolphin134, man? Figure it out. You think they, people on the RV, you think they invest in cryptos or stocks? Kappa? Oogie. So true, Northern Sun. Neil Air. Hey, never mind. PG Beats, DJB. We looked at XRP already. You can just rewind. And, or you can look at the static video I did today. Take your choice. Thanks for the nearly 500 people tuned in. We're just looking at altcoins that had their exhaustion clear as day, not just on the 4 hour of the day. Look, I mean, like, it came in the end. Seriously, not just the 4 hour, but the daily. We kept building it. We keep rallying. See you at 6.046 cents first. Okay, just for the wedge that occurred on the tail.
I think fib levels based on log scale. Can you explain why log scale would change the math for these levels?
I don't know, man. I really don't know why it used to be screwed up on TradingView. Evidently, it just, I don't know. I just knew when I was trying to plot Fibonacci in log scale before the change they made finally, it was just giving me false readings. It was like off by like 8 to 10%. Don't know why. So, dude, like I really can't tell you why it was broken. I figure it wouldn't be that difficult. I think it's just percentage change versus price change, and you figure, hey, no matter what, it should be the same percentage, right? But I think when just like using their tool, it was just messing up. Sorry, man. I wish I could be more insightful than that, but I don't like go into things that if I'm not really sure about, I don't really want to go into it, you know. So, but thank you for the crypto contribution, and sorry about the echo. I just don't know what to do about that. There's just. Doesn't make sense, man. It's a Streamlabs thing, and I just don't think I've got that's the alert box right there. I'm just looking again for it, you know, while I can. I always forget about it when I'm not live until like the tip happens.
How about that J&J?
Let's go, Andy, man. Thanks for the $6.99 worth of XRP. 22 XRP. That's gonna be $1 billion one day, man. Thank you. Thanks, dude. We'll look at we can look at Johnson and Johnson Connect. I mean, well, sure. Pop today up what? Not 0.57%, but either way, yeah, dude. It's like, did it hit the PCZ? Not exactly. It was close. And look at the extreme amounts of exhaustion you were showing. You even had it in the end, like from a low to the other low, right here, like that double bottom. It was not the low; it was the same low. You actually, if you scale in, you can see it. Low. Well, I guess it is a slightly lower low on the candle close. Wow. So on the MACD, you had it again before the break of the upside. So the question is like, did you miss it? I wouldn't say you missed it. I think that it just didn't hit the PCZ. And I've seen it before where you pivot like that. ADA was a good example where it was like this and it looked like it was going to take off, but then it didn't, right? It sold off once more and did hit the PCZ. All right. Maybe with that right there. Some exhaustion. Oh, okay. So what does it look like, chat? Someone tell me what altcoin looks like this. Anyone at all? Look, impulse down, down sloping, consolidation with 2 converging trend lines. Are you kidding? Craig LLG says, hey, J&G is his epic find. Craig, yeah, it was yours. And because of that, a little retroactive, but I think it's definitely fair. Okay. So, you know, the thing with these is, like, it sucks that it might take a while for these to play out. It would be nice to have, like, oh, theirs perform better, right? Their setup or whatever. But so far we've got Heath with, like, extra, Jacob G with PRCP, and then Craig LLG with Johnson Johnson. Those are the 3 that are in the running for the Hype King. It's the new title that you will receive. If you look in the middle top of your screen, you see it. There's no one there because no one's been dubbed the king yet. It's a once a week thing that we do. Mods vote on it, and if you win the vote, you then get a unique role in Discord, like with a different color of your name than everyone else, and you have that forever. So, all right, man. 88. That's it. You were right. SJ, TJ. No, Ethereum had, like, remember the falling wedge, like the big falling wedge, right? Like the whole structure. So this was like ADA, like near the PCZ with a falling wedge on the tail end, with divergence on the oscillators. Awesome, man. And this hadn't played out yet, right? But if it fails, it'd be awesome if it came down one more time to 125.65. How awesome would that be, dude? Hype King. Yeah, I was thinking about it. I can change it anytime I want, man. It doesn't really matter. Okay. Question is why? Well, MB, you've been watching the show. I mean, like, are you just not listening to me for the past week or 2 or 3 weeks when all these alts on the daily have been showing exhaustion and are showing impending price action reverse to the upside? That's why. I mean, you literally, if you watch, know that's what the consensus here has been. If you're watching other people, who knows, right? I don't know. Other people are saying they don't even know why it happened. It's like, don't even talk to me about that. Wow. All right, so which one? BAT. I have the data on BAT. I think it's Bitfinex. Yes. Didn't quite hit the PCZ. It got to the zone near it, but the divergence was so strong, the exhaustion was so strong, it looks like it is in fact breaking to the upside. And what else was going on, man? It looked like a falling wedge to boot, right? You don't even have to have a harmonic, but if you do plot it like a wedge, it hadn't broken out yet. Holy crap. Really, man, look at that. It's like there, but there's a down slipping resistance at like 22.821 cents. So it could go higher, but that will play a role. We'll see if we can break that, but dang, man. You just never quite hit that 886, but you probably made an 85% retrace, which is pretty freaking close, man. I'll tell you what you did do. Well, you back tested this channel you broke out of again as support.
Trying not to FOMO, but LTC, XMR, ADA all high on RSI 4 hours. In a bull market breakout, how to judge when to enter given it is exploding. Wait for some fib retrace. When is an entry during a breakout not a COMO? Thanks so much.
Hold on, let me reread that. Pepe and Noob. Thanks for the 3s. Of course they're all high on the RSI on the 4 hour. Bull market breakout. How to judge when to enter given it is exploding. Of course, I mean, dude, I don't care who you are. Like, you get impulses and then you get pattern development, whether it's a bull pull, bull flag, a wedge, you know, a much larger correction. Some people could argue that these altcoins, like Litecoin for instance, is in a bull trend. Remember, we just corrected from a 6-month long uptrend. We corrected for like 75, 80 days. as a swing trader, you must identify that and understand, hey man, we just sold off like 50% of the way, 62% of the way. All right, and we're developing now daily divergence. I mean, all the stuff that you just asked me about, we just went over it and did it for like all the altcoins for the past like 3 weeks. That's what I've been doing live streaming every day, is telling you, hey man, the move, if it's going to come, it will be very, very soon. Okay? To the upside because of the exhaustion for the sellers. So when it breaks the upside, it's like you have no one to blame but yourself for not taking the opportunity to see all the stuff that I've showed you every single day for 7 days a week for the most part. All right. So when these things start going up, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not one to be like, oh, we're in the middle of a run to the upside because we broke out already based on things that, we're showing a break to the upside. If you're up here, it's like, I got nothing for you, dude. But yeah, anytime you get an impulse, you wait for pattern development. And if you can get some divergence on those patterns, like the flags or the wedges, pennants, more power to you, stronger. So then it could break to the upside. Continuation, yeah. Impulse happens, the consolidation occurs because your oscillators get nuclear and they reset, and then they could run again. That's it. The disturbance in the sound and then it turned back on. I don't know what you're talking about. Chat, mods, am I having sound problems? I just turned my gain all the way down. I don't even know why I was up right there. Maybe it was when I was traveling and got moved. I mean, like if you're a girl and you get hype king, yeah, well, for the week we'll change it to hype queen or princess, or probably not princess, just queen, you know. What's up, logos free, man? How about those rate cuts? What? I guess everyone knew about it. And now it's like, will there be another rate cut? That's the question. That's now like very unclear if there will be one more this year. Yep, it's gonna sound different from my original PC. I'm in a completely different environment, a completely different room in my house. So yeah, I don't know what to tell you about different sounds. I mean, like, I'm further away from my mic, so I've turned down the music a little bit more. I'm trying to anyway. It's just very difficult. I'm trying to go down like 5 decibels. You know, like, won't let me. Yeah, it's like probably too loud. But then I move it an inch, or like not even an inch, like a nanometer. Like this is as low as I can get it without it turning off. God, it's so annoying, dude. How does that even make sense? Like full freaking volume, really, dude? Dude, it is so finicky. I hate it so much. Whatever, man. Screw it. Felipe is telling me I should ditch my green screen. Hey, Felipe, man. I'm on another computer right now. My other one won't even work. I turn it on and it crashes within 5 minutes of me turning it on. I ordered a $300+ new solid state drive so I can, use my PC again. All right. So I made investments so I can do that. All right, but thank you for your opinion on me ditching the green screen. I can't do anything. You want to just have a blank wall back here? Good God. I just don't even, like, should I even go live, Felipe? Would you rather me not stream at all? And then just because my PC, my other main PC doesn't work? I just don't understand the complaining. Tron's up 8.5% today, following through from yesterday. Already broke out. Remember the downtrend, the divergence wasn't as good on the MACD on this one, but when it kept selling off, it just held on to positive momentum, which is really good. Good God, very close. Oh, you know, we talked about on this one having a stop if it's right. If it's below X, then you have to swing for the fences more because there's not enough reward to risk. But if you move up your stop, right, and you keep it maybe above this slightly higher low right here, then you can get away with only swinging for 2.8093 cents, right, where it's 3.271 reward to risk.
Want to take a look at MDR, a dump today, hard. Looks like building bullish divergence on RSI similar to 15th-ish of October 2014. Thanks, brother.
Thank you, D-Money back for the threes. McDermott International, yeah, did get destroyed. I don't know, man. Normally on big bearish engulfing days like that, right, there's probably going to be more follow-through price action. I wouldn't really think he's just talking about this asset. It's a clear downtrend. It's been at one for a long time. It's back to levels. You haven't seen these levels since 2003. Awful. Freaking awful, man. Maybe all-time lows. Yeah, all-time lows. You're approaching $1.19. You almost got it, man. You just didn't. And I mean, maybe there might be divergence developing, but dude, you were just range bound. Okay. Beautiful little range. Wonderful range. But then broke it, dumped, and then back tested it as a resistance, giving people another opportunity to go short here. They did, and it dumped once more. Look at the volume that came in. And again, just cents away, pennies away from all-time lows. So yeah, maybe, I don't see opportunity on it right now. Not yet. Give me something better than just a huge impulse down, and then we'll talk. But yeah, I mean, I feel like divergence could be developed. But think about it. You just got your first negative histogram week. That means there's more probably that could come from this. And the volume that came in on the dumpage, that means like tons of effort, tons of reward for the shorts. I don't see much opportunity on this since that just happened today. If you start developing a pattern, then we'll talk, but it's not really doing anything yet. All right. What if it sells off again tomorrow, like really bad, and then keeps dumping on the RSI and the negative memo keeps building? I mean, it's like impossible to know for sure. Like, you got to start seeing rounding action. Like, you can clearly see that negative memo waning. Right, it's waning here, waning here. Just started, right? So, thanks D-Money Bag for the threes. And rest in peace, McDermott International. Gross. Pay attention to trolls. Well, if there was more chat, I wouldn't have to, right? It doesn't matter. All right, been live for 50 minutes. Join the live stream, like button, bell, sub if you want. All right. Okay, here's ZRX. It had already broken out, but just kept holding on. Mother of God. And what is that? It just continued to diverge the whole way, right? Class B bullish divergence over and over and over on the RSI, and eventually popped to the upsides from that high point up there to the low point nearing the 236 once more. I mean, that is where we could probably sell off, right? But like XRP did, it broke above the resistance points. But I think at 22 cents, you're going to have a lot of resistance too. And I think in time, if we're going to make, if the ZRX is to make a common retrace, it's going to be between 24 cents and 29.31 cents, all right? Golden retrace. That's it, man. I mean, divergence was really going on the MACD. Holy crap. You can see the whole way. Jesus.
You able to check out Shopify?
Kevin Grove, thanks for the threes, man. Yeah. Yeah, finally, about time, man. A regular bearish activity. I mean, this could rally once more. Shopify. Right? Huge move up. This type of price action is how it all gets ushered in. This is the weekly. And on the weekly, chat. High on price. Higher high on price. Lower levels row of strength. Divergence. But it just kept on going, man. I mean, you could say that there was divergence kind of on the MACD. Not as clear, but it was there. You were diverging. Huge spike in negative Momo. Largest spike in negative Momo on Shopify in its history. So leading you to believe this could be it. Though we know that it could rally, right? And you could just get that attempted rally that we see all the time, right? Maybe it goes down lower. But eventually, maybe it rallies to make a lower high. Maybe it makes a slightly higher high, but eventually XABCD. Okay, that's what you're looking for here. Look for the second attempt, right? Look for that attempt. You like often get that, like very, very common. Like, so look for the lower high, double top, or higher high to go short on this asset, right? But a regular bearish activity, that should be noted right there. This is a weekly time scale. It's not a joke, man. There you go. Opportunity on an asset that went from, I mean, just look at the monthly here. It's out of this world insane. Look at the monthly. Bearish engulfing candle, chat. Hello? Largest red candle in the history of this asset this month. And it's only the 18th. So there could very well be lots of fall through price. Look, I'm saying throughout the rest of this month, it could rally up, right? But eventually sell off, and by the end of the month, when October begins, it'll be below 333, you'd think, and that, you know, the attempted rally could have happened in this one red candle. So more price action could occur, fall through price action. Yes.
Can you talk about XLM? And just in general, our opinion on Lumen's future?
Conrad, thanks for the threes, man. Well, we already looked at XLM earlier in the stream, since it's, you know, obviously up 36% right now. Why is it not here? It's saying XLM to US dollar tether is an invalid symbol. The chart that we've been looking at, you just saw me, dude. Clicking it. 88 US dollar tether, invalid symbol. What is happening? Nice, dude. Tawanga Taibu, thanks so much for the sub. Welcome. Can we get a sub spike? Capo? No capo? Dude, I don't know, man. Like, that's great, dude. Just randomly. It was working earlier. Good God. Anyone know what's going on? It's happening to anyone else? They're just, you know, clicking on these things and they're just not working anymore. Just like, whatever. People are having the problem with Binance, the API. Got you. Well, this just happened. Everyone's saying they're trading USF. Okay. Got you. Mic volume's low. No, I'm just far away from my mic, and I can't turn the output up anymore, and this thing's like insanely large thing. So it's like, what am I supposed to do? And look, they're one my, see, I have to be very careful. This is a very, very scrubby setup, man. Not ideal at all. God. So, wow. Give me a break, man. Well, I guess we can just go to another one, right? I've got no data on it because I haven't really been looking at it because you get it, right? This is XLM. A lot of data. Dude, it was the whole XABCD thing, right? 1272. That was it. And then, you know, I think even we could argue that there might, like from this high here, right? A little bit of price contraction down sloping, cleaning up a little bit, right? Yeah, there it was, man. A little wedge. A little bit of a wedge after a nasty move down, and look where we are. Beautiful, man. Freaking beautiful. Look where we went, man. Think about it. Well, I don't know. I have this is off, right? So on from this low to high, that's old. See, I never hit the 1272 if I flip it the way I did before without the wick. Alright. So definite downside price contraction. That was real. So this one was kind of like ADA in a way, except it went lower low, right? X. A. B. C. D. See, it never hit the one. It was very close to that 1272. I mean, pretty much it was there, man. That's like you're at the PCZ there. This was like a shark, I believe. Some sort of shark. And Mother of God, right? You've hit B. B is a target, right? That's where people will take profit at that level. Wow. Being conservative on Fibonacci, where are you at? You're at nearly the 382, right? Golden zone for any retrace, with or without harmonics, is between 9.13 cents and 11.21 cents. All right, so you're already near there. I don't know. Not taking profit on an asset like this that's done that. Well, you know, don't be disappointed if you lose all of it tomorrow. But that's a huge amount of volume. It's a very nice break to the upside, man. Wonderful performance on XLM. I think it's outpacing XRP now. And you think about the same way if we fib with Ethereum. In 2 days, this has caught up to Ethereum's performance over the past 8 to 10 days. Crazy crypto world, right? What's up, man? You like my blank canvas? Can I draw on here? Nope, of course not. Not invalid symbols. Legit. Oh, now it works, dude. It's the same thing we had. Another thing that you had, besides the wedge we were talking about, we saw that. That was pretty nice, right? Pretty cool idea of the wedge on the 4 hour. But as you can see, 1-2, right? A down slipping resistance there with this channel, right? You can look at a channel, wedge, whatever. But look, man, I mean, the heartline resistance was beautiful, and then you finally broke it, back tested it. The divergence showed up on the daily, and you busted up, man. Wonderful. Yes, Monero's been looked at. You were warned yesterday. Oh, it feels so good!
Is that a joint?
What up, Mitch? What up, Mitch? We showing some sideways bullish divergence action on Sprint. 4 hour and daily.
Dude, I wish I could not make it loop. Hold on a sec. Give me a minute. Every time I gotta look. What could it be? Oh my God, man. Literally no sense at all. And I never could figure it out before either. So, let me see what you were saying. Sorry.
I did take positions weeks ago based on your great TA. I am asking what pullback indicators should I watch for increasing my positions if we continue this bull breakup and up. Thanks again.
Okay, sweet, Pippa and Noob. Alright, better context for me. I mean, I thought, I tried to cover it just in case I wasn't right, about whatever I was talking about, like, what are you looking for? You're looking for getting too overbought. You don't have to show divergence to start selling off. You're looking for downsloping price contraction or downsloping consolidation. That's it. Impulse up, consolidation, right? You get moves like this, and then wow, your oscillators are you're 90 on the RSI, 80 on the RSI. It pulls back, right? And you sell off, and then you flag, right? You flag. Eventually you run again. Right? That's what you're looking for. You don't want to see upsloping price contraction, even though we can get that sometimes. You can break. We saw Bitcoin do that a lot. Ascending, broadening wedges. You're breaking out the upside and then go one even higher. So, looking for a flag, looking for a pennant, looking for a wedge, looking for the 382, 50%, 618, right? It's a widget, Russell. It's a widget. And Brian Reitner, man, thanks for the 422 of Bitcoin. Sprint. Okay, that's what you were looking for. Yes, right. Yes. Oh, well, I mean, it broke out. And it's wonderful how it broke out, too. I haven't looked at this in a minute. Sideways bullish divergence action on Sprint, 4 hour and daily. Okay. So this is Sprint, right? I have this plotted, and you broke out. You actually gapped up on earnings or something. And you were out, man. You were straight up out of this. But you're really failing to go anywhere, but you're trying to hold on. I don't know. It almost just looks like bear pull, bear flag. Excuse me. Don't know, man. I don't really see a very good pattern or anything. I mean, again, it just does kind of to me, and I might be out of my mind here. I mean, you tell me. You be the judge here. Oh, it's almost like an ascending triangle, isn't it? Jeez. Right, dude? Huh. Don't know how we can have divergence when we're making higher lows, right? Gnarly impulse down, and maybe it's showing some of this, right? Semi-triangle. Very interesting. I don't know how it's going to play, man. I really don't. But yeah, you're at the bottom of it, so if one's looking for a run to the upside, you're near that. You're very near the entry, the best, lowest risk entry one ever was to trade an ascending triangle on the hopes that it would break to the upside. This is 667, right? And a very easy way to See, the thing is, it's almost like, you gotta think about it like this. Like, this is part of the impulse. Oh my God. Alright, this is part of the impulse. So that's not a reaction high. That's just, it's here and here. So if you know, like that, it's almost like a rising wedge, isn't it? So I'm almost like kind of neutral here to think that it could go either way, right? Breaks down, wherever it breaks out bearishly, 629, breaks the upside, 748, those are your targets. But again, if you're making a low, higher low again, you're showing bullish convergence. Okay. That's the best I can do on Sprint, man. Right? It broke out and it hit from a high to low. It hit the golden retrace multiple times. That is like the gold. I mean, that's 618, top of the golden zone. I mean, that's where you commonly reverse your price action. We have, and now we might be forming some sort of wedge or triangle. And I would just be neutral on this. You can wait for confirmation either way. All right, if you think it's an ascending triangle, best lowest risk area is down here. Okay. Another way to look at it is like, well, probably too close, but just outside the box thinking. That's literally it. Oh my God. Maybe there's a better low risk area down here at $6. Right, potential bullish cipher connect. So maybe that wedge would play out and get you closer to maybe a much better lower risk area, right? Around $6 now. Sprint, okay. 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 Really trying to hold on to that support though. Doing a really good job holding that support. Right? If you break this, yeah, you are going down to those levels, but you look like you've really been holding on. But what's happening with you holding on and not making higher prices now? Right? Looks like just consolidation after a bearish impulse, not a bullish one. All right, keep that in mind. Okay, sorry. You're on the 8s. Oh my God. Okay, so thank you all so much for watching. We covered many of the alts. Been a good stream. So I'm here to cover them, and then that's it. Covered your alts, covered your requests, and I'll just be back tonight probably. So thanks again for all the likes, love, support, contributions, everything. And yeah. I'll be back. Till next time, respect the TA.